Okay, we're going to try this again. Hey there, friends. It's Sammy back with another episode of The Daily Dash. That's right, it's everything you need to know from around the world and in my life, straight from my car dashboard to yours. Not on the car dashboard. I am raw, unfiltered, still with the ponytail trying to cover what's going on my skin and not going outside today. So, let me tell you what you need to know. Oh, today is October 3rd, 2017. Let me tell you what you need to know so you're in the know around the water cooler and in Carline today. Okay, of course, prayers are still going up for everyone affected by the Las Vegas shootings. They're trying to get to know more about the shooter and the motive, and there are a ton of prayer vigils and remembrance ceremonies going on around the country and in Las Vegas. President Trump is flying to Puerto Rico to visit not only with the victims there, but hopefully to see what aid can be brought. And rock legend Tom Petty died last night of a heart attack just a week after finishing his summer tour. So that's a little bit to get you in the know. Let me give you an update here. So yesterday was a foggy, painful mess. However, very grateful to have a diagnosis of what was going on because, like I said, I was so worried about these bumps, which are still huge on my skin, well, under my skin, and it turns out those are just the lymph nodes saying something is wrong. So, I am not a fan of taking medicine. I really try to believe that the body can heal itself, but when there's something tangible like shingles, I don't want to be a fool and not take things to help. So I was actually given 4 prescriptions yesterday: an antiviral, a steroid, pain meds, and then nausea medication for those meds. So I followed directions and took the antiviral and the steroid right away after eating. I held off on the pain meds because they were said to make me more groggy. I wasn't planning on going out or driving, but again, just being with my kids, I didn't want to take anything during the day that would make me feel worse potentially. So I held off on that. I did take half of a pain med last night with dinner, no anti-nausea. And it made me feel similar to when I gave birth to my first child, my daughter, where I couldn't get an epidural, so they gave me some pain meds, and it made me like not aware of what was going on. Like I was groggy, but I could still hear everything, and I was still in pain. It was horrible, and that's kind of what happened last night. I didn't feel well. It didn't really make me sleepier. It almost took my breath away, so we're going to nix that. I am going to stay on, well, obviously I'm going to follow the antiviral and the steroids because I woke up this morning less fiery. And if you didn't watch yesterday, I described, so the shingles affects, for me, the N7 nerve. Luckily, we caught it early enough where it's not all over my whole body. It's not in my eye, which I guess is a very serious thing and can be very painful, but it does follow basically this side of the head all the way down into my right forearm. And it feels like it's on fire. And not just that, but even just, it was so interesting. I was doing this yesterday, like hitting this side of my head and didn't notice anything. And even just like barely touching this, it felt like all these nerves were just firing. It just feels fiery and prickly and horrible. So that is a lot less sensitive today, thank God. So I can actually touch my scalp, I can touch my forearm, and it's not like this prickly, pringly pain. So I'm really optimistic that that's helping. I have had a lot of friends, even the ER nurse, suggest some oils. And I go back and forth. I do oils, but I don't think they're like the end-all be-all. But I did have a lot of people suggest certain oils that will help. So I mixed up a little concoction. That's why I'm a little shiny here. Oh, see, this still really hurts in this ear. So I'm trying that, doing lots of fluids, smoothies, things. I'm just thankful to be feeling a little more with it today. So I'm still laying low. They said to take 3 days at least to stay really just rest, working from home. And I just want to say thank you to so many of you that have not only prayed, but have messaged. And I mean, we had a friend that sent pizza to our house, so I didn't have to cook last night. A friend pick up my kids from school. Just, you guys teach me so much in terms of hospitality and generosity and friendship, that things that I wouldn't think of to do on my own. And then when I receive them, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's such a blessing. So thank you, all of you, even that just have committed to pray. I feel it, I'm strengthened by it, and it means a lot. So that's all I've got for now. I'm also afraid to shower because they said something about showering And I said to my husband, I got to write this down. He's like, I got it. When I'm in the ER, I have to write everything down all the time. And now we're like, what did they say about showering? So I can't remember if it could, I don't know. I got to look that up. So again, still not pretty. Hopefully I'll find a way to shower before I come to you tomorrow. But just wanted to give you a check-in, say thank you, and thank you, friend. Thank you. All of you that have been willing to share your things with me. If you could hear nothing else, here, this is not just an old person. It's not that old is a number, but they will not let you get a shingles vaccine until you're over 60 without a prescription. And again, I'm not a huge vaccine person either, but man, if you can stop this from happening to you, do it. So I've had so many of you say, I got this when I was 13, when I was 20. My brother had it when they were 10. Like, it's just so interesting. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. Appreciate all the prayers, and just wanted you guys to know to be on the lookout, because the earlier you can catch it, the better, and hopefully the shorter duration it will be. We'll find out. Okay. Thank you all. Hugs and kisses. Bye.